Hey ladies, and welcome back to the Single Mother's Life. And in this video, we're going to talk about ways to overcome feeling like life is passing you by. So stay tuned. Being a single mom, we work, and we work. We take care of our kids, try to raise them to be the best people that they can be while managing a household. We're stuck in a routine of just working, coming home, taking care of the kids, cooking, cleaning, and then doing it all over again the next day, 5 to 6 days a week. Some of us have to do it 7 days a week. Some of us work overnight, so all we do is sleep in the daytime. It could get so routine to where we just feel like life is passing us by. We don't have any meaning in our life, and it becomes frustrating and stressful. I know because I worked nights before. I've had a full-time night job. I've had a full-time day job. And to this day, I still don't know how I manage, y'all. Sometimes it's like, why am I even doing this? There is no fun in my life. There's no meaning to my life. All I do is work. All I do is pay bills. All I do is raise these kids. And that's not how life is supposed to be. In Ecclesiastes, it says there is a time to plant and there is a time to harvest. Most of us, we are continuously planning. We're continuously planning in our work, in our job. We're continuously planning in our household. We're continuously planning in being parents to our kids, but we're not harvesting. We're not harvesting the benefits. We're not eating the fruits of our labor. We're laboring, but we're not receiving the fruits from our labor because we're so stuck in a routine. How do I come out of this routine? How do I stop feeling like life is passing me by? Well, first, girl, you got to make a choice. You have to make a choice that you are going to enjoy life. We were not created to work and pay bills and raise kids, and that is all. That is it. We were not created for that. Mental burnout will creep up on you. It's going to creep up. You may have the momentum today, but if that's all you're doing is staying focused on work, kids, and raising and managing your household, but you're not making time for you, the mental burnout is going to creep up, and you're going to start feeling like it's the same old thing. Every day it's the same old thing. You're not going to feel like life has meaning. You're not going to want to get out the bed in the morning because you're like, oh, I got to do this again. I just did it yesterday. I just did it the day before that. So you have to make a choice that I am going to make some time for me. You know, I'm going to make some time for me, and I don't know what that look like for you. I don't know what you like to do. But for me, I like to, when I'm starting to feel like life is passing me by, like I'm not doing anything but working, you know, paying bills, then I just like to go take a trip somewhere. And of course I have Kingston with me, but I don't mind taking my child with me. Like, he's like my hip. Wherever I go, he go. If I go out of town, he's going out of town. If I'm going out the country, he's going out the country. He's going with me. We're in the center of Texas, so I would probably take him to the zoo in Houston. You know, or I would probably take him to the zoo in Dallas. We would just go and get a room in another city because it feels like a vacation. It is a mini vacation. And it just does something for you. It just helps you clear your mind so that when you come back, you're recharged and you're ready to, you know, get the ball moving. So you have to make time for you, whether that looks like having a spa day, whether you and you don't even have to go out of town. You can go to you know, a nice hotel in your city and just get mama, daddy, somebody to watch the kids, and you go and have you some me time for a night. You gotta make some time for self. We talk a lot about self-care, but how many of us are practicing it? You don't want to leave this world and not have experience living but only surviving. And I know it gets hard as single mothers. Most of us are just trying to survive. You're like, well, how can I really do those things when I really don't have the finances to do those things? I'm already working all these jobs and I have to work. I can't make time for me. Well, you have to. You have to put yourself as a priority. You have to prioritize in your life. And you are number one. Not your kids, not your job, not those bills, but you. Because if you don't take care of you, like if you don't take care of your mental, if you don't take care of your physical, everything else is going to suffer. If you are in bad health because you're not taking care of yourself, if you have to be hospitalized, who's going to take care of the kids then? You're still going to probably lose your job. You're still probably going to lose the things that need money to keep. So you have to make it a priority to take care of you. Do some things you like. Find a new hobby. Craft, learn to cook, go take a dancing class. Whatever the case may be, go to the gym. Do something that you enjoy doing, but just do it for you. Another way to stop feeling like life is passing you by is to set goals. One thing about setting goals is it keep you doing something for you. Just like right now, I have goals set up to July, Lord willing, of course. I have goals set up to July where every weekend I'm building a new course for my business. I'm building a new self-improvement course for single mothers in my business. Every week I have a goal set to do a YouTube video. I'm trying to get into the weekly vlog things, but I'm not making a promise on that. But that is, one of my goals. That is a plan. It's goals that I have that kind of keep me going and they keep me feeling like I'm doing something for me. And I'm not just going to work. And I'm not just doing things for my son Kingston. And I'm not just paying bills, but I'm doing something for me that fulfills me. So set goals and do something that's going to fulfill you as a woman, as a human. Because if you don't, then you will feel like life is just passing you by. Third way to stop feeling like life is passing you by is to be specific in your schedule. Learn what to say yes to, learn what to say no to. You do not have to always say yes to everything someone asks you to do. Learn what you should say no to and only do the things that's going to benefit, not only them, but that's going to benefit you too. You can't take on something when your plate is already full, because you're not going to give 100% and it's only going to stress you out more. It's only going to add more to your plate, and you're still going to be feeling like, man, life is just passing me by. What am I doing wrong? How can I change it? So girl, set some goals for you, okay? Be specific in your schedule and be sure to review it daily. You are in control. You have to choose to put you first. Another way that you can stop feeling like life is passing you by is to find some accountability. Whether you join the Single Mothers Life Empowerment and Encouragement group on Facebook. We're almost at 200 single mothers, so we would love to have you. We do contests, we do prizes, we play bingo, we encourage, we empower. Join the group, and find accountability. Find someone in the group who you can reach out to via inbox and talk to them. Book a coaching session with me. I'm definitely accountability. I'm gonna hold you accountable. You can vent to me. We can talk about why you feel the way you feel and help you set some goals to find some hobbies based on your passions. But you have to find accountability. You cannot do it alone. If you are trying to live this life alone because you like, hey, I don't need people, I've been hurt so many times, I don't trust females, men are dogs, men are nothing, meaning you don't trust nobody, no human, then you are going to feel like life is passing you by, because we can't do this this life alone. You have to find some accountability. You have to find some like-minded women, who's going to walk on this journey with you, because we are all on this single mother's journey right now. This is the page that we're on right now. And until God decides to turn our page, why not do it together? So find some accountability, girl. The final way to stop feeling like life is passing you by is to enjoy the journey. Try not to compare your life to other people. Try not to focus on what you don't have, but try to focus on what God has put in your hand right now and see what you can do with it. And enjoy the journey. Learn from the journey. Get wisdom from your situations. Get wisdom from the journey. And just enjoy the journey, because there's something to be grateful for in every single day. Like every morning to start my day off, I like to write down 3 to 5 things that I'm grateful for that day. I actually have a journal that has a gratitude section in it, and I like to write down every single thing that I'm grateful for that day. And it kind of sets the tone for your day, because instead of focusing on what you have to do, or instead of focusing on where you are in life and you're not where you want to be, you focus on the things that you have, the things that God has given you, things that you can be grateful for. Today, 3 things I said that I'm grateful for is I'm grateful for God's love, that He loved me enough, to protect me from the things that I want that means me no good. I'm grateful for the Holy Spirit, who gives me self-control, who teaches me how to be a better person and helps me to love others. I'm grateful that my son is in good health and strength. I'm grateful that I have good health, I have good strength, I have the right mind. And I'm grateful for God giving me the will and the desire to come on and empower other single mothers and encourage other single mothers when I myself am a single mother. I don't have it all together, but God gives me that strength so that I can use the empowerment that I draw from Him to come on camera and speak to y'all and empower y'all. And I'm just grateful for that. I'm grateful that He strengthened me and gave me the desire to answer the call. You have a call too, but you have to focus on the journey and be grateful and set your mind on things above and not on things on this earth, because God can give you a fulfilling life. In my life, I don't have a lot going on. I moved me and my son to Texas almost 3 years ago. I was just thinking the other day, like, Lord, we still, have no family here. I didn't know anybody when I moved here. Right now, I only know three people. Like I'm close to 3 people to where I have their number. And I've been here for almost 3 years. So I told myself, I'm like, I have to really get out and meet people. Like, that's a goal for me. Going back to goals, that's a goal for me. I really want to get out this year, Lord willing, with the virus and everything. I really want to get out this year and meet more people, like physically, not on the internet, not on social media, but I really want to get out and meet more people, because we are in a big world full of opportunities. I say this all the time. Full of people. Everybody is not bad. There are good people out there. And God has destined a lot of people to cross your path, so that you can help them fulfill His purposes and that they can help you fulfill your purposes. But it's going to have to take you coming out of your comfort zone. It's going to have to take you doing something different. Instead of continuing on the path that you're on, you're going to have to make some detours. That's why you feel like life is passing you by, because you're not making those detours. It's just like if every single day I get out work, I go to the same grocery store, I get the same food to cook, I come home, I help my child with his homework, and then I take a bath, read my Bible, and go to bed. And I do that 5 to 6 days a week. Of course, I'm going to get bored and feel like, oh, Lord, life is passing me by. Why is my life so bored? You got to do something different, sis. You got to do something different. Be Be bold. You know, don't be afraid to come out of your comfort zone. If that job is making you feel like life is passing you by, try to change your schedule. Look for a job with better hours so that you can make some time for you. Okay? Because we not here on this earth forever. Life is short. And I know y'all see how fast time is passing by. So enjoy life. Enjoy the journey. Don't let life pass you by, sis. It's a perspective. Don't allow life to pass you by. So I love y'all. And don't forget to check the description box below. I always put goodies in there. I really would love for you all to join the email list so that I can send you weekly empowerment and encouragement. And thank you so much for tuning into the video. If you have not subscribed yet, why not? I love y'all, and I will talk to y'all in my next video.